Alright, so where I left off was I picked up the spare engine and transmission on the last video. So I finally got them home. Here's the engine, it's on a pallet. Transmission. Maybe just a really long time valve cover leak. I know these are prone, or I guess not prone, but it's possible that the blocks crack. I guess I'll have to do some research on that. But it was out of a wrecked car, so it was running and driving. What I want to do with these is I want to find a EK and K-swap it. So that's why I got this. Came with a bunch of other stuff, like the intake manifold. I already had the exhaust manifold. I purchased that from him for the orange car. And then I ended up buying that from him after we talked when I bought the exhaust manifold. I have the whole wiring harness all intact except for one plug, which is no big deal. I have the ECU. I have the key. So, I mean, the immobilizer. For the immobilizer. And then transmission bolts and stuff. What's the other main thing? Oh, the cluster. So yeah, I have the cluster too. I think it has around 200,000 miles on it. But yeah, I would love to just put it in an EK and keep it stock. Got the gaskets. Finally, came back from snowboarding. I posted a video on it in case anybody wants to watch it. The gasket's kind of bent right there, so I might put some RTV. Put some metal gaskets on, I don't know. So first I'm gonna install the battery tray, just because I have the wide open area now. I got the mounts all in, so that mount, and the rear mount on the front mount stock. But I'm gonna get the battery tray in, so that way, yeah, I have all the room right here. And then I'm gonna put the intake on, and then do everything else. Battery tray's installed. I'm happy I'm painted it, and I'm happy I just went with this one. You don't really see it, so it's not too much of an eyesore. I just gotta connect the negative. I have another wire that runs that whole length. So now I'm gonna clean the intake manifold. I'm gonna break it apart and clean it, and clean the throttle body. And then I'm gonna put it back together, and then I'll start putting it in this car. I have to steal all the studs and bolts from my spare engine. Alright, so I got the 2 studs in, the rest are all bolts. I'm gonna grab the intake manifold now. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, and I'm gonna get it all on there. Alright, so the intake manifold's on. I have everything connected except for this ground that just goes right here, but everything else is connected. Now I'm going to work on the intake, but first I'm going to put the catch can. On my last car, I mounted it on the brake booster, the nut right there. So I think I'm going to mount it in the same spot because I just want it away from everything. And then I can work on the intake. And I just need to flash the ECU. My brother's bringing me the laptop right now. And I need to put a connector on here. But then I'll be able to start it at least. And then over here on the belt side, I got a belt. I just need a new top pulley because this one, as you can see, it's chipped right there. So I'm gonna use this one for now. The new one should be in soon, hopefully. But I'm gonna take a file and file these so it doesn't mess up my belt. And then I'll put the belt on after I start it, make sure there's no leaks or anything. And then hopefully it'll be ready to rip. Catch can's mounted back there, right here. I just need to get a clamp for right there, but I can do that later on. So that's installed. Lucas just got here with the laptop. I'm gonna start this thing up and go get it. Updating the map now. I'm trying to load the one that was on the orange Civic, so hopefully that one loads no problem, and then I'll be able to start it, and hopefully there's no issues. We'll see. So I got the intake put on. I had the battery tender on it because I'm uploading the map. The battery was a little low, but I got the intake put on. The clamps aren't clamped down right now because I just want to make sure it'll start and run good before anything. But intake's all put on, and we're gonna try to start it now. All right, I'm gonna try to start it now. I'm not gonna run it for long because I don't have any coolant and I don't have that serpentine belt on. So let's see. Start it right up. Let's see what's going on out here. Fuel leak. Sounds good. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off now, put that on, bolt it all back up. Sounds pretty good. Alright, I'll check back in when I bolted it all on. So LT's paying a visit.
Yeah. We gotta fix it after we blew it up.
Just about everything put in. Belt's on now. I need to put water in it, and I need to tighten this. Not water, but coolant. And then we can take it for a spin. And hopefully it spins first through second.
It's not gonna spin anything. Junky little thing.
Oh. Alright, how's it running?
Like a piece of junk that got blown up, I think.
But how do you like the intake?
I don't like it at all.
Well, don't wobble it. What? Why do the fans keep on kicking on?
You're already overheating.
Oh no. There. So now we can go over the wiring portion. So, as you can see, they have these PLX gauges, which you have to run to a module, which is way down here, and it has just so many wires, and then this is radio. I'm just gonna leave that. I just want all these PLX stupid gauge things out, and they are just ridiculous. The amount of wires they have, I don't understand. I wonder how much these are, because you can do AEM is so simple. Innovate is so simple, but then these were put in to make me want to just cut everything.
I mean, I don't think you need all these wires. I think you can cut a few.
I want to keep them intact.
I mean, what are the odds that this wire is important?
Well, no, they're
It's probably
not.
50-50 shot, so start cutting every other wire.
Not me.
I'll do it if you want me to. Well, I mean, this whole thing's already... What the heck? You pulled out the whole middle console, too.
I had to pull a lot out.
This car is in pieces. There's no dash.
Got it. Got one.
I mean, the center console's gone. Glove box, every piece of thing underneath
There we
the
go.
dash.
First PLX out.
Oh, to get that out. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing.
One PLX. And now here's PLX number 2. So it has one wire that goes to it, which is power. It seems.
Okay.
Unplugged.
All right.
Are we making progress or what?
I think you are. Okay, so it runs up through here, back down into that mess. Okay.
Oh,
Hung up.
cricket on the hearth.
What in the cricket on the hearth? Come on, get that thing out of there.
I'm hung up.
You're all hung up. Alright, PLX 2 out.
PLX number 2 is out. Oh.
Wasn't there only 2 PLXs?
There's only 2 PLXs, so I don't know what the hell.
So what are you doing now?
Well, whatever this is getting out of there.
I mean, what is this?
That goes around the shifter. That's for the cricket on the hearth. What is this, for the wideband?
Stop talking about this cricket on the hearth.
Here, shine down here. No, down this one. This has to be for the wideband. If you yank it, it'll come to.
Yeah, keep yanking. That'll work.
Oh, that is for the wideband. Okay, so that will come out to the bottom. I am jacked up now. I need to put jack stands under it and I can take that one out. So that one to the back for now.
What in the world? Ticket? You got a ticket?
I didn't get a ticket. There we go. Modules out. So here's, they used hard boost line to run in there, and they just slipped this boost line over top of it, the vacuum line. Modules, 1 AFR boost. Now this, I believe this module is a security unit or something. But
Just rip it out. You don't need a car alarm.
I do not. I'm just trying to.
The car alarm doesn't stop anybody from breaking into your car.
They installed it properly in 2007. Where'd my snippers go?
You're
Sitting on them.
Those just came out of me. Get in there. Let me get an angle on you.
Okay. Right. Where does this even go? It goes on here. Let's see. It's tied in with
What is going on
Here,
over
shine
there?
it right here.
What is going on over there?
This is tied in with the. What is this? A 2-step module? It's tied in with the e-brake.
Yeah. Okay.
Just clip it on the hearth.
Man, cricket and clipping kind of.
And then you gotta have your ground.
What ground? Not anymore. No more ground for you.
Where does this run to, man?
Yeah, who took their time to do this?
I don't know.
Must be somebody like you who takes the time to undo it. See, you should have just left it be.
I just want it gone.
You should have just left it be.
These cars
As you can
have
tell,
immobilizer.
It rained inside the garage when he was bleeding the coolant. I actually got rained on.
Luke, I'm snipping.
Are you snipping? Come on. Where's the angle of the snippage?
I already snippaged.
Oh,
That's
I
a
didn't get
little
the
security
snippage on camera.
module or something.
No, you needed that one. That was very important.
Shock sensor. See, that's factory.
I mean,
That's right here.
I don't know if he's showing you this, guy, but new floor mats, Honda factory performance, brand new. Bought him from a crackhead. No, he was actually a very nice gentleman.
He was there.
He was a cool guy.
You can hear what I'm doing.
Well, the fans want to see the snippage, and you won't show me the snippage.
Only I get to see the snippage.
Oh, wait, that's the angle. Why didn't you just tell me about this angle?
Oh, yeah, that's the angle.
I can't see what I'm filming. I hope I'm filming this thing.
Yeah, you're filming it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get a cramp from leaning over the freaking car though, jeez. Oh, hold up. Get me in there. Get me in the snippage.
Hey, get out of it. Get out of my snippage. Alright, I'm going under. There's a whole harness that just.
Well, you just kicked the PLX. The thing's toast now. If anybody sees this video, do not buy a PLX on Marketplace from Sean. It is not going to.
Look at this. I think this is all aftermarket. Every little part, every organism of it.
Organism of it? These are all living, breathing organisms?
I gotta go under there with my snips. Alright, snipping on the hearth. No more ground. Boom.
Hey, you guys. Ow. Ooh, that's a touch.
Little module hiding up here. Double-sided tape on.
What's up here?
There we go. That's the, what's it called? That's the light thing for the transponder, whatever it's called. This car might not start after this. I'm filming, but I'm more so looking for using it as a light. So the Civic's all back together now. I put the rest of the wiring under the dash. I didn't cut it all because I didn't want it to not start. They tied it into the ignition switch, so I just didn't want to mess with it. I drove the car all day yesterday, and then I'm about to drive it today. No coolant leaks or anything like that, no oil leaks. It's running and driving really well. I loaded the same tune from the orange one onto this one, and yeah, it runs and drives really smooth. I'm gonna do spark plug soon, but overall it's running and driving really well, so I'm excited for that. Throwout bearing makes some noise. Apparently the clutch was just replaced with the clutch master, but it's a real stiff pedal and the throwout bearing's making noise, so I might have to do a clutch job. If I do, I'm gonna get something with that the pedal will feel a lot softer with, because this one, it's just too stiff. So yeah, if I have to do a clutch job, then it won't be the end of the world. I don't want to, but it won't be the end of the world. Get one that's not as noisy. But yeah, overall running and driving really well. I'm about to go to the shop. I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna film a video on my Eagle Talon, because somebody might come by it, and I want to make at least one video